MCU fans. I'm on here for E equals MCU, and we got to talk about Daredevil Born Again season 2 finale last night. What an episode! What an episode! Now, I just wanted to, and I only got to see it once. I'm just kind of going off the top as I usually do, but I do have some problems now that the season is over. I did have a issue with something about the season that I'll get into in a second here. But overall, that episode was what I think they wanted the show to always be. They wanted to highlight the fact that Matt Murdock is a good lawyer. And there was a lack of lawyering in the season, and I feel like they kind of tried to make up for it all in that episode. Like everything came to a head by putting Kingpin on trial and whatnot. I'm not sure about how the way that the ending is, as far as him being on the island, or really just being on the beach, and them saying it's the island, but him being on the island and kind of getting away. Like they put him on trial, and everybody kind of turned on him in a sense. And yeah, um, I don't know, man. That's the main thing. Like, what are your thoughts on the season as a whole, the season finale? I know for me, just kind of going through the characters, we know Buck's coming back next season, so he's going to recover from the gunshot wound. Um, we know, or the rumor is, but we pretty much know that Heather is going to be the Lady Muse. That she still has the mask, and you see she's going through a lot. Where did she learn how to hit throats? I don't know. But she hit the lawyer in the throat, kind of took him out. So I guess that was kind of a preview to kind of show you she's capable, and she did shoot Muse, so it's like she's not like a damsel in distress necessarily. Um, what did you think about Ayala? And I can't remember her first name. I don't know if it's Vanessa or whatever, but Hector Ayala's niece getting into action like that that took me by surprise. They were showing all the stuff that they showed in the trailer, and when she popped out from behind Daredevil on the wall, mind you, looking like a cat. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I wish they gave her more to do. And that's kind of my only problem with the season as a whole. And I think that Dario Scartapane is kind of ramping up. If that makes any sense, I think he's kind of ramping Marvel TV up to get it to this point. Um, in season 3, I would like to see White Tiger, get the suit. Like she kind of had a. They did the whole street level thing, like they kind of did with Iron Fist. I don't like that personally. I don't care for them not really like officially like doing the suit, but I know that they like to build up to these characters actually getting the suit. Just like they had to build up for Daredevil getting the double D's, like they're getting there, but they have to do it through story. So whatever. My only problem with this season, and this is surprising, it's actually Jessica Jones. I feel like they really wasted Jessica Jones, having her teeter on I'm gonna help, I'm not gonna help. I just don't think all of that was necessary. Like she there was no point in her being in the final battle, y'all. Like she literally jumped up on the stairs to try to get people out of harm's way because like Kingpin was gonna kill him. I mean, he was crushing skulls and stuff. This dude And shout out to Vincent D'Onofrio, man. Like he acted the hell out of that part. He was just walking through the thing, the way his walk, the way as an actor he's mastered the walk that King Pinchot has. Like, great job. I know a lot of people when he does have to get into action, it was like a problem with him and Kate Bishop because he probably could have just done that to Kate Bishop, allegedly, right? But he can't because it's Kate Bishop. So my problem, I think, with the season is just that Jessica Jones was heavy in the marketing, and that trailer is what really sold me, and it did deliver. But the only thing I don't like about it is that they had so much Jessica Jones in it, and she wasn't really in the show as much. And then when she was in the show, there was really no reason for her to be in the show. That's one of those situations where they could have just done a cameo, and when she first appears in episode 6, and the guys come to her house, and you see Danielle playing, and they could have did that, and then had her go to Matt and be like, "Look, they showed up at the house, whoop, whatever, and I did X, Y, and Z," and then they could have led her story off from that point instead of having her leave and then come back and then leave and then come back, and then it's just like she's standing around. She really don't have much to do, whatever. So I, that part of it kind of gets me. The Luke spoiler warning. This whole thing, I should have said that at the beginning. Luke Cage popping up at the end was fitting. Okay, I knew there was reports he was on set last year, so we knew there was a chance he could pop up, even though we know he will be in season 3. But the fact that he popped up and said they got someone else, I don't know if I would necessarily like that, because Luke Cage and Bullseye are two types of different people, and I don't the reason why I made the video saying Luke Cage got some explaining to do, like, Lucy, Luke Cage, I love Lucy. Um, that's not his character. Like, that's not even a character they established from the Luke Cage show. Like, he wouldn't. They need to figure out how to make that make sense. Like, if Mr. Charles had threatened his family, or was saying, you can't get out, maybe if he was forced to do something for Mr. Charles, I can see it. But let's face it, we all know that Wilson Bethel, Bullseye, is going to he's going to pop up in some other, like, they left it open in a nice way to where they need to they need to confirm Mr. Charles and Valentina's uh, connection, and then somebody like Bullseye popping up in the next Thunderbolts, or a new Thunderbolts team, or however they choose to handle that, that's where he belongs. Luke Cage would never be on that team, or be associated with those types of, not necessarily those types of heroes, but like the stuff that they do morally ain't on code with what Luke Cage is about. So I kind of do have a problem with how that part of the story played out, and the fact that they left Jessica Jones in there for like 2 more episodes after that episode to just kind of hang around. They should have just had a Jessica Jones episode, and then we could go into her story from there. But whatever. So it was nice to see. It was nice to get all that. The part where he comes out and says that he's Daredevil. Him going to jail and Fisk not going to jail still doesn't make sense. But whatever. But overall I give the whole season like 8. I said 8.5 out of 10. Like, it was really. It didn't. It didn't. It almost felt like it needed to be a little bit longer. Like, I really wish they would just find a nice medium. Like, 10 episodes is probably where they need to be with these shows. 10 episodes is perfect for these shows. Is it better than the original Netflix Daredevils? In my opinion, in some ways, yes, but in some ways, no. It did not have the time or whatever to fully. I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about everybody's story, where it ended off, where we're going. The fact that we don't have to wait too long, we get it again next year. It's like, this is what I'm talking about. Marvel is cooking. More information, more videos on the way. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Till tomorrow. Peace.